The Trump government on Thursday revoked Harvard University's authorization to enroll international students, issuing a strong penalty in response to the institution's resistance to comply with federal policy directives. Harvard is no longer permitted to admit foreign students, and those currently enrolled must either transfer or risk losing their immigration status, the Department of Homeland Security announced. This action came after DHS Secretary Kristi Noem ordered the termination of Harvard certification under the Student and Exchange Visitor Program, citing the school's refusal to provide requested disciplinary records of international students. The move could affect over a quarter of Harvard's international student population, leaving many in uncertainty and distress. Faculty members warned that a mass departure of these students could significantly undermine the university's academic excellence, as it continues to challenge federal attempts to reshape its ideological framework. The White House emphasized that hosting foreign students is a discretionary benefit and accused Harvard of fostering an environment that undermines national values and promotes hostility. Harvard's leadership has repeatedly ignored growing issues that harm American students and now must be held accountable, said a statement from the administration. For months, tensions have escalated between the university and federal officials, with the administration pressing for sweeping reforms to campus policies, programming, hiring, and admissions aimed at eradicating antisemitism and dismantling what it sees as harmful diversity initiatives. The focus has also shifted to international students and faculty involved in campus demonstrations related to the Israel-Hamas conflict. University leaders argue that some of these demands, including an ideological audit of students and staff, overstepped legal boundaries and threatened constitutionally protected rights. While other universities have faced similar pressure, Harvard has emerged as a vocal advocate for preserving its academic freedom. The school strongly criticized the revocation of its SEVP status as unlawful and reaffirmed its dedication to welcoming students and scholars from around the world. We're moving swiftly to support affected members of our community. This punitive measure poses a serious threat not only to Harvard but also to the broader mission of academic and research excellence in the U.S., a university spokesperson stated. Harvard's international presence is significant, with nearly 10,000 individuals forming its global academic community. Current data shows that 6,793 international students represent 27.2% of the student body for the 2024 to 2025 academic year. Like other institutions, Harvard drew widespread scrutiny last year over its response to pro-Palestinian demonstrations and rising concerns of antisemitism reported by Jewish students and alumni. Task force reports released last month revealed that both Jewish and Muslim students experienced fear, marginalization, and censorship during the 2023 to 24 academic year. These reports included broad policy recommendations, some of which have already been implemented. In response to federal pressure, the university has also renamed its Office of Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging to the Office of Community and Campus Life. However, in a letter to Harvard, Secretary Noem accused the university of maintaining a campus atmosphere hostile to Jewish students, promoting pro-Hamas views, and supporting discriminatory diversity practices, without addressing the concerns of Muslim or Arab students. Federal authorities have imposed additional sanctions, including freezing $2.2 billion in funding, a measure Harvard is now contesting in court. Meanwhile, the IRS is reportedly preparing to revoke the university's tax-exempt status. The Trump administration seems intent on using Harvard as a cautionary tale, signaling that similar repercussions could await other universities that refuse to comply with federal directives. This is a clear signal for every other institution to take compliance seriously, said Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem during a televised interview. The announcement shocked many within the Harvard community, leaving thousands of students in uncertainty as they grapple with the possibility of being forced to leave a school they fought hard to attend. Many of us have dedicated our lives to getting into a university like Harvard, and now we're left waiting to see if we'll need to transfer or deal with visa complications, said Carl Molden, a rising junior from Austria. Molden, who is currently abroad, expressed fear that he may not be allowed back on campus. He noted that international students have been anxiously messaging each other, some concerned about completing summer internships, and others unsure whether they could receive comparable financial aid elsewhere. He described international students as pawns in a broader struggle between democratic values and authoritarian control. Coming from Austria, I'm more familiar with how authoritarian regimes can dismantle democratic institutions, he said. What I've witnessed in the U.S. lately mirrors that playbook. Members of the faculty have voiced concern that removing foreign students from Harvard could significantly damage the university's academic standing and harm the wider American educational system. An economics professor and former federal official described the administration's actions as deeply damaging. It's unthinkable to envision Harvard without the contributions of our international students, he said. They are vital to innovation, to the university, and to the nation. Higher education is one of the United States' most influential global assets. Swift reversal is crucial to avoid long-term harm. Another faculty member, speaking anonymously, warned that entire research labs may shut down if the policy is implemented. Australia's ambassador to the U.S. commented on the development, expressing concern for Harvard's Australian students and pledging consular support while monitoring the unfolding events. Harvard's Faculty Association released a strong statement condemning the administration's move as a constitutional overreach and a direct attack on the rights of international students. The professors argued that the decision further escalates what they describe as a broader campaign of intimidation targeting foreign students and academics across the country.